Hey, YouTube world, it's me once again, John Laval. Listen, Ventolin, that pharmaceutical drug that's used for controlling symptoms of asthma. A lot of people have asthma. If you have it, more than likely you've been prescribed Ventolin. It comes in puffers, and also comes in what they call Ventolin nebs, which are it's a liquid form, and you would use a mask. Usually you get that in a hospital, but you can get the home version too. Now here's an interesting thing about Ventolin I've discovered over years of using it, because I am an asthmatic. It's addictive. There's an addiction. This is why I require it. I don't even know if I have asthma anymore. I mean, it's possible a lot of you people don't have asthma either. It's because you take the asthmatic drug. You're taking a reaction to it, and I'll explain that to you. And by the way, I'm not telling you to stop your treatments, please. Your life is your own. I'm just talking about what I'm noticing. Let's say I take Ventolin at noon. We'll just make this easy, simple. I take it at noon. Okay, so I take it every day at noon, and I'm going on for like years. And that was one of the times of the day of which I take it at noon. Okay, so one day I decide I'm going to challenge it. And the reason why I take it at noon, because I'm starting to develop symptoms, obviously, and so I need some relief. So as I say, so I take it for years. So one day I decide I'm going to challenge this thing, and I'm not going to take the Ventolin at noon. So I sit in my chair and I try and keep myself as calm as possible, and I go through all the my chest is getting tight and I really need the Ventolin, but I won't take it. I just want to see what happens. And so the clock is ticking, and it's 1 o'clock. I'm not feeling that great. And I go 2 o'clock, and it's not too bad. I'm riding it out. I made it without taking the Ventolin, and I make it till 3, and I figure, okay, well, that's long enough for this experiment I want to try. So I take it at 3. I guess what happens the very next day? It's noon, and I don't need Ventolin, even though it's the right time to take it. I'm 6 hours apart. You know when I need it? At 3 o'clock, damn near right on the button. All of a sudden the symptoms are coming in like wildfire, and I have to take the Ventolin again. So I proved the point that for some reason the day before, or whenever the experiment was taking place, I didn't need it at noon anymore, because I had changed the clock in my head. Even though there was 9 hours apart from the last treatment as opposed to 6, I still didn't need it. I just took it at 9 hours, and then I got to thinking, you're developing the symptoms to get the drug. I'm not even aware of this. The body's putting all these symptoms together because it wants the drug. It's an addiction. I may not even have asthma. One of these days I'm going to challenge it, and I'm going to break it down till I'm down to... I actually did the experiment many, many times, and I moved... I'll tell you how much I reduced it by, but I never went further than that, because I'm always paranoid if I go out. I can't afford an attack, so I always have to prepare myself when I go out. So I can't really mess around with this experiment too much. But there was a downtime I had, and I did the experiment where I went from 6 treatments a day down to 2. I was taking it every 12 hours, and completely fine for 12 hours. And then would take it to the next, I would wait another 12 hours, and I thought, you know what it is? The drug is addictive. Not addiction like you would get, like, say, on heroin or something. A different type. It's a physical addiction. There are 2 types of addictions. There's a mental addiction and a physical addiction. It's a physical addiction. It's producing all these symptoms. Mentally, I don't need it. It's just physically... if you have asthma, you feel like you're dying. You feel like you're breathing through a straw. And anyways, I proved the point to myself, and it's a shame, because I think possibly a lot of asthmatics could be drug-free if they knew it was an addiction. Now, as I say, I'm not advocating anybody change their program, this was just something I noticed, and I think it's addictive.